Welcome to another Thanalysis show. This solo podcast is always. I felt weird at the beginning. I was like, you know what? How am I supposed to do like solo podcasts, and how am I supposed to like go with myself and just talk and talk and talk? But I'm getting more and more comfortable, and I'm loving it. So yeah, and it's going to be short podcast actually, to be honest with you, because I just wanted to just share something with you guys, and you guys understand a little bit deeper meaning of the shoes that came out. I don't know if you guys saw the shoes that came out at the All Star, and it was a shoe that I shared with my brother, and I want you guys to understand like a little bit of how I think about it and the deeper meaning of the shoe. So. Oni, you got it here. Appreciate you, boy. You know what? Let me just get one. Let me just get one. Oh, perfect. Appreciate you, man. First of all, this is the first time I actually get them, because I just got them this morning, because I wasn't at the All Star, so I didn't get the chance to see them up close. But then in the whole process with Nike, I kind of saw them as a rendering, not the real thing. So just to see him up close for the first time, I'm so proud, man. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the family. I'm so proud of my brother. And usually, it's not about a basketball reason. It's not about because he averaged a lot of points, or because he's the guy and people want to see him play, or it's just setting the tone. Just about making this a symbol. I the deeper meaning of the shoe is not that it's an amazing shoe. It's not okay, it's red, it's shiny here, it's one of the it's hot or whatever. It's a great shoe. It's great. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of hoopers are gonna go crazy over this shoe. I know that for a fact, but it has a bigger meaning, a deeper meaning. It's here it says Thanasis. Thanasis, thanks for sharing, and he takes this story and he puts it in the shoe, right, and sets the tone for brothers and sisters and family, on how a small gesture. It was nothing. It was nothing at the time. What I just gave my younger brother shoes. That's what it was. I took off my shoes and I was like, go ahead, go crazy, go hoop. That's all it was. And that to mean so much for somebody, because you can do so little that you think it's nothing. You might think it's just something that is gonna go unnoticed, and it might matter so much. It might change somebody's life and change somebody's feel of saying, okay, this is who we are, and it's not just a shoe. Obviously, that I've been like this my whole life. I've always set the tone for my brothers. I've always been a good big brother. But it's not me. It's my dad. It's my mom. It's not just me saying okay, this is what I want to do. Of course, as an older brother, of course I want to do my thing and I want to have my stuff and I want to do. But it was always been a feeling of you got to take care of everybody else first, and it's different. And then he has another meaning as well, because people don't get that. How is this shoe inspired by Kobe? And I actually went this was 4 or 5 days ago, and I watched his last game. And I watched the last game, and he had 60, and he was scoring, and everybody was going crazy. And his family was there, and they smiled, and they laughed, and everybody was cheering, and this guy was still, incredible, right? And I started, I was almost crying. I was teared up, because I was like, it's unfair. It's unfair. This is what life is. But the thing he left behind, because if he was here and he knew that this shoe was inspired by his shoe, and it's a visual picture of how the leather was, and how the red and white is, and white was my favorite shoe because I love red. That's my favorite color, and all of these things, that it's all a chain. This is the circle of life. This is the world. we live in. We're all connected somewhere or another. We might live in a different continent, and we're all connected. Because if he didn't have his shoe, this would never be here. I would never have these shoes to say, okay, my brother, hey, there you have him, Jan. Go crazy, Giannis, etc. And vice versa. If he didn't have a great company to believe in him, if he didn't move from Adi to Nike, he would never have this amazing legacy when it comes to sneakers, which I think both ways, but he created this as well. And it's a whole chain of reaction that you don't know where this might lead, and I want you guys to really stick with that. Like everything you do, either for yourself, either for your family, either to inspire people, it means something. Somebody's listening to this podcast, watching this podcast, and thinking it's a review of a shoe. It's not a review of a shoe. It's not. It's a life lesson, So that's all I have for you guys. So I told you it was going to be short, But I want to say I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love. I saw these shoes flying out the shelves. There's nothing left. Obviously, I got my pair, so I'm good. But I want to say I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love. As usual, like, subscribe, comment. Let's keep it going. See you guys in the next episode. Ciao.